guess I didn't say. What are you looking so sad about, Jam?
I'm surprised at you. I mean, I'm really insulted. I mean, that's not right what you just said.
What do you mean? What I just said?
I mean, I'm getting a drink of water. I'm late getting home, but you talk. I said something about the greatest heavyweight champ, man. I'm a hometown man, and you talk about Joe Louis, man. Joe Louis wouldn't be nothing for me. Joe, I tell you, Joe, do you think you would have stood a chance with me?
Well, Clay, one time during my career, I was on a bomb of one tour.
I would have been a bomb compared to you.
Well, you don't tour.
What's happening, everybody? Cat Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. That's right. You know what time it is. If it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m., it's the Boxtorian, bringing you all that boxing history. Salute to Miss Cass. She's the wind beneath these sails. Salute to Ray Patterson, straight out of New Jersey. Salute to Money Yats. Salute to Mike Mills. Salute to Mike Mazik. Salute, Mike. Salute to everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, the Boxtorian. Today, Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez. Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez today. We're going to take a look at the great Puerto Rican icon, legendary fighter. Started his career 32-0, all 32 by knockout. Okay? Bodywork Boxing in the building. Salute Bodywork. We're going to take a look at Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez today. Amazing career. Like I was saying, started his career 32-0, all 32 by knockout. And then his first title was Super Bantamweight 122. He won the title by knockout and set a record. All 17 of his title defenses before he vacated was by knockout. And we're going to look at all 17 of those defenses briefly later in the show. Everybody gets subscribed up to Bodywork Boxing. Great podcast. Salute Bodywork. Appreciate you stopping by today. Yeah, Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez today. Just had an amazing career. Pound for pound, one of the hardest punchers of all time. Ring Magazine top 10 most powerful punchers in boxing history. His best work was at 122. But he did fight at 126, 130. But yeah, we're going to cover those 17 title defenses of Bazookas today. Look at his early life, brief look at his amateur career, personal life, and some of his professional career. Time permitting, we're going to look at the top 5 highest attendances in United States history. Fights in the United States, top 5 attendances. And the country for today is Hungary. We're going to look at a little brief boxing history in Hungary and some of the top boxers from Hungary. Got about 7 of them. They were big on amateur boxing over there. Laszlo Papp, part of the most well-known boxer from Hungary. He was a 3-time Olympic gold medal winner because they wouldn't allow him to turn pro, communist country like Cuba. So he had to keep going to the Olympics. But after his 3rd gold medal, they allowed him to turn pro. So he had a brief pro career, but never reached the level he could have reached if he had been permitted to turn pro after his 1st Olympic gold medal. But only one of 3 boxers to win 3 Olympic gold medals in boxing. He was the first one to accomplish it. Of course, the other 2 from Cuba, another communist country that didn't let the fighters turn pro for a lot of years. Teofilo Stevenson, Felix Savon, but Laszlo Papp, Hungarian fighter. We're going to look at him as part of the boxing in Hungary country for today at the end of the show. But let's get ready to get into our fighters a day. We got a lot to get to, so let's get to it. So now, appreciate everybody in the building so far. But now, without further ado, today's fight of the day. Okay, today's fight of the day is Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez. August 21st, 1981. Battle of the Little Giants. Battle of the Little Giants. Let's talk about it. Now, one of the perennial frustrations of being a boxing fan is that so many of the most intriguing and meaningful matchups simply never happen. It's a shame Jack Dempsey never faced Harry Wills, or that Sugar Ray Robinson and Charlie Burley never locked up. And why didn't Sugar Ray Leonard or Thomas Hearns ever sling leather with Aaron Pryor? How could they not have made Lennox Lewis versus Riddick Bowe? The list goes on and on and on. But every once in a while, boxing gets it right. They managed to put together the perfect matchup, a confrontation at the right time between 2 supreme talents. Such was the case with Sanchez versus Gomez, an historic battle between 2 truly great champions. Of course, as all serious fight fans know, Any clash involving top talents from Mexico and Puerto Rico is a must-watch event. But this particular duel needed no historical context to amplify its significance. Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez and Salvador Chava Sanchez were two of the very best in the sport at the time. Both were not just champions, but already future Hall of Famers. That said, the decades-old rivalry between Puerto Rico and Mexico had only intensified since Wilfredo's career-defining victory over the great Mexican fighter Carlos Zarate in 1978. So Mexican fight fans looked to Sanchez to exact revenge, but the odds makers figured Gomez a solid favorite. The Battle of the Little Giants, they called it. And they could have filled any stadium they wanted in Mexico City, San Juan, Puerto Rico, or Los Angeles, California. But instead, Sanchez versus Gomez took place, like so many other great fights of the 80s, at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, while millions of Hispanics mobbed closed-circuit television outlets to watch what was for them the Super Bowl of boxing for 1981. And this was the Super Bowl for the Hispanic fans. Sanchez versus Gomez. Now, for several years, Wilfredo Gomez had been one of the sport's best fighters, dominating the super bantamweight division, and in the process, putting together an amazing 32-fight knockout streak to start his career. But Mexicans had faith in the talent of Sanchez. While not as proven a champion as Gomez, he had impressed everyone with his toughness, his excellent counterpunching skills, and his coolness under pressure. The 21-year-old rose from obscurity to defeat the great Danny Little Red Lopez, and had gone on to defend this title 6 times, in the process becoming a fresh new star in the sport. But Gomez appeared to view Sanchez as an unworthy champion and embraced the role of cocky macho man, taunting Sanchez at every opportunity, even questioning his manhood and promising everyone a short night. Yeah, Gomez said it was going to be a short night. The stoic Sanchez coolly ignored debating and went about the business of making sure he was in the best shape of his career. But for some reason, Gomez failed to do the same. At the weigh-in, Bazooka was 4 pounds over the limit and had to visit the sauna numerous times before finally making weight. It's possible the fight was decided right then and there, and that was crazy because Gomez was the supposedly smaller fighter coming up from 122 to 126. That was his first fight at featherweight. But he was the one overweight by 4 pounds. Okay, that was just crazy. But some thought the fight had been decided right then and there on the scales. Or maybe it was decided in the very first minute of the fight when Gomez forced Sanchez into a blistering exchange on the ropes. Bazooka landed a sharp right hand, but Sanchez countered with his own right that not only sent Gomez to the canvas, but fractured his left cheekbone. Badly dazed, Gomez beat the count, but then absorbed a vicious pounding for the rest of the round, almost going down the second time before the bell mercifully ended the beating. Against a boxer as good as Sanchez, this was as bad a start as one could imagine. But Gomez showed incredible heart by battling back, even winning several rounds with his aggressiveness. It was exciting, fast-paced action all the way, with Gomez pressing and Sanchez countering, both men landing big shots. But unlike all of Wilfredo's previous opponents, Sanchez took Bazooka's best punches without ever buckling, while Gomez appeared vulnerable, his legs wobbling at times, and his face soon sporting huge purple swellings around both eyes. See, there it is right there. Sanchez was putting a pounding on Gomez. Look at his face. By the start of the 8th round, Gomez knew he was running out of time. His eyes were mere slits, about to close. And when they did, Bazooka also knew the fight would be stopped. And so, he charged out to start the 8th round, throwing wild, mean punches, hoping for a miracle. But the crafty Sanchez was patient, waiting for his opportunity, and landed a series of vicious counter left hooks to both head and body. And then, just when Gomez shifted to anticipate more hooks, Sanchez forced him to the ropes and, with grim determination and beautiful timing, landed one wicked right hand after another. One wicked right hand after another. The final right hand was a thunderous blow, buckling Gomez's legs and rendering him helpless. Yeah, the final 8th round, the final right hand rendered him helpless. Okay, and a follow-up flurry put Gomez down for a second time. But demonstrating amazing courage, the game challenger climbed back to his feet, but the referee took a long look at Gomez and then signaled that the fight was over. Seconds later, resounding chants of Mexico echoed through Caesar's palace as the jubilant Sanchez was lifted up and paraded about the ring. So disrespectful before the fight, Wilfredo Gomez was a different tune after it, admitting he had underestimated the Mexican sharpshooter with the iron chin. He prayed for a rematch, but all hopes of avenging his first career defeat vanished when less than a year later, Sanchez, after scoring wins over 3 more challengers, including future champion and Hall of Famer Azuma Nelson, slammed his Porsche into a truck on a narrow Mexican road. For years after, a regular visitor to Sanchez's grave in the town of Santiago was none other than the great Puerto Rican champion, whose name will be forever linked with that of his legendary conqueror. And there you have it, the fighters of the day. Salvador Sanchez versus Wilfredo Gomez, Battle of the Little Giants. All right, so today is going to be about Wilfredo Gomez. We're going to continue with him. Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez. Friday, time for the profile. And we're going to look at later his 17 consecutive title defenses at super bantamweight, all by knockout. Okay? Every one of them. That's a record for consecutive knockouts in title fights. 17 for Bazooka. Probably the best Puerto Rican fighter of all time, Wilfredo Gomez. Benitez, Carlos Ortiz is right there with him, but Wilfredo gets the nod. 32 fights out of the gate at 32-0, 32 knockouts. Okay, let's talk about Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez now. How's everybody? It's Friday afternoon, time for the weekend. We got nothing big this weekend. Now what? Bear with me for one moment, please. Okay. Oh my goodness. We'll get started in one moment. Having a little technical difficulties getting started, but we're going to get it. Okay, give me a minute here. Okay. They're going to get started in like 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties, but we're ready now. We're ready. Okay, let's talk about Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez. Get the kinks out early, right? Okay. Wilfredo Gomez is a Puerto Rican former professional boxer, known for his exceptional knockout power and his reign as a 3-division world champion. Nicknamed Bazooka, he became one of the most feared punchers in boxing history, with 42 of his 44 professional victories coming by knockout. Gomez turned pro in 1974 after a strong amateur career that included a gold medal at the inaugural 1974 World Amateur Championships and participation in the 1972 Munich Olympics. Now, he didn't medal in those Olympics, but he did compete in them. He quickly established dominance in the super bantamweight division, capturing the WBC title in 1977 and defending it a record 17 times, all by knockout, against notable opponents, including Carlos Zarate, Juan Meza, and Lupe Pintor. This reign solidified his reputation as one of the hardest hitters in the sport. And we're going to look at all 17 of those title defenses briefly later in the show. That's the record. 17 consecutive title defenses in a row. Okay. Joe Louis had 25, but he didn't have 17 straight stoppages. Okay. 17 straight stoppages. Now, Gomez later won the WBC featherweight title in 1984 by decision over Juan Laporte, and the WBA junior lightweight title in 1985 by majority decision over Rocky Lockridge. Among his high-profile losses were knockout defeats to Salvador Sanchez in 1981, Azuma Nelson in 1984, and Alfredo Lane in 1986, the latter prompting his initial retirement. Gomez made a brief comeback in 1989 before retiring for good with a record of 44 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, and 42 knockouts over 48 total fights. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1995 in recognition of his contribution to the sport of boxing. And that is amazing knockout ratio. In 44 wins, he had 42 knockouts. That's 95.4% knockout to win ratio for Bazooka. Perfect nickname, Bazooka. Let's look at his early life for Bazooka Gomez now. Early life. Okay. Now, Wilfredo Gomez was born on October 29th, 1956 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. He resided and grew up in the Los Monjos area. As an amateur boxer, he compiled a record of 96 wins and 3 losses. He represented Puerto Rico at the 1972 Munich Olympics in the flyweight division, receiving a first-round bye before losing in the second round to Mohammed Salim of Egypt by a 4-1 decision. In 1974, he won gold medals at the Central American and Caribbean Games. In Santo Domingo, and at the inaugural Amateur International Boxing Association World Amateur Boxing Championships in Havana, Cuba. In the bantamweight division, defeating opponents including Miguel Vaitu from Peru, Krzysztof Majej of Poland, and Aldo Cosentino of France, and Luis Jorge Romero of Cuba en route to the title. Okay, so now let's take a look at his major world titles for Bazooka. Major world titles. For Bazooka Gomez. All about Bazooka today. Just can't get this thing right. But we're gonna get it. Okay, here we go. Let's take another deeper look at his amateur career. Okay. Deeper look at Bazooka's amateur career. Okay, we're good now. Now, Wilfredo Gomez began his formal amateur boxing career in the mid-1960s in Puerto Rico, competing in local and national tournaments around the San Juan area, including both sanctioned and unsanctioned fights in gyms and clubs. These early fights helped him build a reputation for his aggressive punching style under the guidance of Puerto Rican coaches, emphasizing knockout power that would become his hallmark. By his mid-teens, Gomez had already shown promise, compiling wins in regional competitions that led to international opportunities. In 1972, at the age of 15, though he may have misrepresented his age to qualify, Gomez represented Puerto Rico as a flyweight at the Munich Olympics, receiving a first-round bye before losing on points 4-1 to Egyptian opponent Mohammed Salim in the round of 16. This early international exposure, despite the loss to an eventual medal contender, highlighted his potential and resilience in the amateur ranks. Gomez achieved further success by winning the gold medal in bantamweight at the 1974 Central American and Caribbean Games in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He reached the pinnacle of his amateur career at the 1974 World Amateur Boxing Championships in Havana, Cuba, where he competed in the bantamweight division and won the gold medal. His path to the title included a second-round TKO victory over Peru's Miguel Vaitu in the round of 16, a second-round knockout over Poland's Krzysztof Medvedev in the quarterfinals, a first-round knockout of France's Aldo Costantino in the semifinals, and a second-round TKO of Cuba's Luis Jorge Romero in the final, sending the local favorite to the canvas multiple times. This triumph, defeating opponents from diverse countries, marked the pinnacle of his amateur journey and showcased his explosive power, with several fights ending decisively inside the distance. Throughout his amateur tenure, Gomez amassed an impressive record of 96 wins and 3 losses, noted for his knockout prowess, even in the non-professional sphere. Motivated by his family's financial hardships, he decided to turn professional shortly after the 1974 World Championships, signing with a promoter in late 1974 rather than pursuing the 1976 Olympics. Okay, so now let's look at some major world titles in his career for Bazooka. Okay. All right. Wilfredo Gomez captured his first major world title in the super bantamweight division, 122 pounds, on May 21st, 1977, when he challenged and defeated WBC champion Dong Kayan Young by knockout in the 12th round at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This victory marked Gomez's professional breakthrough at age 20 after a 15-win, no-loss, 1 record, and established him as a dominant force in the division. He held the WBC Super Bantamweight title until vacating it in early 1984 to pursue higher weights, again making 17 successful defenses, all by knockout, setting a record for the most consecutive knockout title defenses in any weight class. The Ring magazine recognized his reign as lineal champion in the division, underscoring his unchallenged status during this period. In the featherweight division, 126 pounds, Gomez won the WBC title on March 31st, 1984, defeating reigning champion Juan Laporte by unanimous decision over 12 rounds back in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This victory came after relinquishing his Super Bantamweight crown and a brief non-title stint, showcasing his adaptability at a heavier weight despite physical challenges from larger opponents. His reign lasted until December 8, 1984, when he lost the title by 11th round knockout to Azuma Nelson in his first defense, ending a brief but significant chapter that highlighted his power-punching style against elite competition. Mike Rim is in the building. What's up, Mike Rim? Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez today. Okay, let's continue. Talking about some of his world championship reigns now. Gomez achieved three-division glory on May 19, 1985, capturing the WBA Super Featherweight title, 130 pounds, with a controversial majority decision over champion Rocky Lockridge after 15 rounds, again in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This victory also earned him lineal and the ring recognition in the division, solidifying his legacy as the first Puerto Rican boxer to win world titles in 3 weight classes, a milestone that boosted national pride and elevated Puerto Rico's standing in global boxing during the 1980s. He lost the belt by 9th round TKO to Wilfredo on May 24th, 1986, in his first defense. All 3 of Gomez's major titles were acquired as a challenger against reigning champions with no simultaneous holdings, and his accomplishments under the WBC for the first 2 and WBA for the third further cemented Puerto Rican boxing's prestige on the international stage. Okay? So let's look at some family and post-retirement. Family life and post-retirement for Bazooka Gomez. Okay. Bazooka kind of blew up after he retired, looks like. Okay. Wilfredo Gomez was married to Caroline Gamboa, with whom he maintained a long-term relationship. He's the father of several children, including a son named Wilfredo Gomez Jr., who has been involved in promoting and preserving his father's boxing legacy through public engagements and media. Gomez supported his family using earnings from his successful boxing career, which included substantial purses such as $300,000 for his 1980 title defense against Jose Kid Pambalito Cervantes. Following his retirement in 1989, he resided in the San Juan area of Puerto Rico, specifically in neighborhoods like Coupé, where he remained closely tied to his roots in Santurce. In the early years after hanging up his gloves, Gomez initially benefited from his career earnings, but later faced financial and personal difficulties. He stayed engaged with the sport of boxing through occasional media appearances and local involvement in Puerto Rican boxing circles, contributing to community efforts by mentoring young boxers in the San Juan region. The Wilfredo Gomez Boxing Gym in Guaynabo, part of the municipal sports facilities, reflects his enduring community ties and role as an inspirational figure for youth in the sport. Now, he had some health challenges after he retired. Let's talk about that. Health challenges in 2022 incident. Okay. That's some health challenges. Okay. Following his retirement from boxing, Gomez faced significant health challenges, including a chronic speech impediment resulting from throat damage incurred during late career fights in the 1980s. This condition, which called slurred speech, stemmed from repeated blows to the neck and throat area, notably in fights where he absorbed heavy punishment while competing at featherweight and super featherweight. Additionally, Gomez experienced possible effects from brain trauma over his 21-year professional career, though specific diagnoses beyond the speech issues were not publicly detailed. In the 1990s and 2000s, Gomez reportedly battled substance abuse issues, including alcohol and drug addiction, which were linked to depression and the difficulties of adjusting to life after boxing. These struggles contributed to a period of personal decline, exacerbating his physical ailments and leading to isolation. On March 2nd, 2022, at age 65, Puerto Rican authorities intervened in Gomez's home in Coupé, prompted by concerns from his estranged wife, Caroline, and former boxer, Victor Callejas, who had lost contact with him for months. Paramedics and police found him living in squalor amid a dilapidated residence, appearing disheveled, bearded, bloated, with leg bruising and facial swelling. His speech impediment further hindered communication during the rescue. Gomez had allegedly been isolated by his female companion, Diana Sevilla, who restricted family access and reportedly threatened officers with a gun. He was immediately transported for medical evaluation and voluntarily admitted to a psychiatric institution for treatment of his conditions. The incident sparked public outcry in Puerto Rico, underscoring the need for better support systems for aging boxers, with the World Boxing Council offering assistance through its president, Mauricio Suleiman. No criminal charges were filed against Villalobos following his. No criminal charges were filed against his partner, the lady that had pulled the gun on the police. Now, following his treatment, Gomez was placed under family care, where his health has been managed with ongoing assistance, though no full recovery has been reported. As of 2024, he has been reported to use a wheelchair due to blood clots in his legs. Now, legacy, Hall of Fame induction for Bazooka. He did make it into the Hall. That was back when the Hall meant something. Now the Hall is just a joke. Turkey Alley Sheik and people like that they haven't done nothing. Me and Turkey Alley Sheik got the same record, 0-0. 0 knockouts, 0.000% knockout ratio. Wilfredo Gomez was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1995 and his first year eligibility as a member of the modern category. Recognized for his achievements as a 3-division world champion and his record of 32 competitive knockout victories during his professional career. The induction highlighted his dominance in the super bantamweight division, where he made 17 successful defenses of the WBC title, again, all by knockout, establishing a benchmark for defensive prowess and knockout efficiency across boxing weight classes. Again, yeah, that's the record for consecutive knockouts in title defenses, 17. Now, cultural impact and recent recognitions for Bazooka. Then we're going to look at his boxing style, and then we're going to look briefly at all 17 of those defenses he made at super bantamweight, all by knockout. But cultural impact and recent recognition. Gomez holds an enduring status as a cultural icon in Puerto Rico, embodying national pride and resilience in the same vein as later champions like Felix Trinidad and Miguel Cotto, with his achievements fueling a surge in the island's boxing popularity during the 1980s. His nickname Bazooka and relentless style captured the imagination of Puerto Ricans, positioning him as one of the island's greatest sports figures and inspiring a generation of aspiring fighters amid a period of heightened athletic nationalism. In boxing historiography, Gomez's legacy is marked by its record-setting 17 successful defenses of the super bantamweight title, a feat that solidified his dominance in the division alongside his 42 knockouts in 44 victories, which historians have lauded for their explosive power reminiscent of Roberto Duran's ferocity at lighter weights. This knockout prowess and defensive streak have been highlighted in analysis as transformative for the super bantamweight class, elevating its global profile during the late 1970s and early 1980s. Now, recent media tributes have renewed interest in Gomez's career, particularly the 4-part YouTube documentary series, The Legacy of Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez, A Champion's Journey in Boxing, released between October and December 2024, which chronicles his early rise, championship reign, key fights like the 1981 clash with Salvador Sanchez, and later phases in a narrative-driven format. Very good documentary. I watched it, part of it yesterday. The Legacy of Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez, A Champion's Journey in Boxing. You can find it on YouTube. Very good documentary. It's like 4 parts, so I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but what I watched was very good. The series, produced for boxing enthusiasts, emphasizes his cultural significance in Puerto Rico through interviews and archival footage. They show a lot of his fights and stuff in it too. Gomez has appeared in Puerto Rican cultural narratives, including references in documentaries and articles celebrating boxers as symbols of island heritage, with 2025 marking renewed attention by anniversary pieces on his birth and title wins that underscore his role in national identity. These tributes often portray him in songs and films about Puerto Rican sports legends, reinforcing his place in popular media as a figure of unyielding determination. Okay, let's look at his boxing style now for Bazooka. Look at Bazooka's boxing style. That's him and Miguel Cotto right there. 2 Puerto Rican icons in boxing. Okay, boxing style for Bazooka. What kind of style did he have? Let's see. Okay, yeah, Bodywork says, can barely get these guys today to defend their titles, let alone get the knockout 17 times. Might never be broken. I don't think so, Bodywork. I don't think it will ever be broken. It's hard to, like you say, to even get the guys to defend their titles. Nobody might not even defend it 17 times, you know? So yeah, that's a very good point. Okay, let's look at Bazooka's boxing style now. Now, Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez had an aggressive, all-action fighting style, built for destruction. He was a fierce puncher who moved forward behind a strong jab and landed vicious, fight-ending blows with ease of hand. Despite his heavy aggression, he also possessed excellent fundamental boxing skills and footwork. Now, Gomez's core boxing tactics included elite power. He is one of the most prolific punchers in boxing history. Out of his 44 career wins, 42 came by knockout, and he holds the record for consecutive world title defenses by knockout with 17. Devastating left hook. His left hook was his most famous and dangerous weapon, often used to overwhelm his opponents. Aggressive pressure. He was a pressure fighter who walked opponents down, but he cleverly adapted his speed and technique to the situation. Okay, so now we're gonna briefly look at all 17 of those defenses he made by knockout at super bantamweight. But first, the fight where he first won the title. Okay. Which was, okay, let's talk about it. Okay. Now, Gomez fought Dong Kayan Young on May 21st, 1977 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Gomez won the fight by knocking out Young in the 12th round to capture the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship. That was his first title. Gomez overcame a first-round knockdown en route to the 12th round stoppage. This victory was a major milestone in boxing history. It marked the beginning of Gomez's legendary title reign and his 17 successful defenses of the Super Bantamweight title, winning all of them by knockout, and it was the WBC. Okay, so the first defense. Okay. In his first defense of the title, Gomez retained this WBC Super Bantamweight crown by stopping Raul Tirado by 5th round TKO on July 11th, 1977 in San Juan. This win began the record-breaking title defense streak. Okay. Number 2 in the streak. In his first career appearance in Japan, Gomez retained this title by stopping Japanese contender Royal Kobayashi by 3rd round TKO on January 19th, 1978. Okay, we go to the third defense. Gomez fought Juan Antonio Lopez twice during his professional boxing career, twice during the streak too. The first meeting was Gomez's third defense of the WBC Super Bantamweight title on April 8th, 1978. Bazooka won by 7th round TKO to retain his title. Okay. Number 4, looking at all 17 of those, their record-breaking streak at title defense streak at Super Bantamweight, all by knockout. Number 4, Gomez defeated Thai challenger Sakard Pechindi by 3rd round knockout on June 2nd, 1978. The fight took place at the Provincial Stadium in Thailand. This fight is remembered. Now listen to this. This is crazy here. This fight is remembered for a severe tragedy that happened right before the main event. A column inside the venue and parts of the grandstand collapsed due to the massive, excited crowd and faulty building infrastructure. The tragic event killed 10 people and injured around 100 others. Now this is the crazy part here. 10 people was killed, 100 injured. After the tragedy, the organizers of the event amazingly decided to continue with the main event. After all that, they still had the main event. 10 people were they having to fight while they were clearing the bodies and stuff up? 10 people were killed, hundreds injured, right? 300 injured, and they still had the main event after all of that. But that was in Thailand. United States, that would have been over. Wouldn't have been no more fighting. But that's crazy, ain't it? To just continue with the fights after that. But that was part of his fourth defense that happened. And they allowed him to make it. After all that, part of the building collapsed. 10 people died, 300 injured, and still went on fighting. The fifth defense. Gomez defeated Leonardo Leo Cruz by 13th round TKO on September 9th, 1978. The fight took place at the Estadio Hiram Bythorn in San Juan. Cruz put up a tough battle, but ultimately Gomez got the stoppage. Despite the loss, Cruz's performance against a top-tier talent like Gomez earned him respect in the boxing community, and he went on to become a world champion himself. Cruz did. Yeah. He gave a tough battle, but he ended up getting stopped, but yeah, gave a good accounting of himself. The sixth defense in the street. Gomez defeated Carlos Zarate. This was an amazing fight here. Gomez, now coming into this fight, well, let's talk about it. Gomez defeated Carlos Zarate by TKO in the 5th round on October 28, 1978. This legendary title fight pitted two terrifying knockout artists against each other and remains one of the greatest events in the Puerto Rico versus Mexico boxing rivalry. The fight took place at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum in San Juan. Now, the two boxers entered the fight with an incredible combined knockout percentage of 98.6%. A combined record of 73 knockouts. Combined record of 73-0, 72 by knockout. Zarate had one person go the distance with him, but in 73 combined fights between these two, only one person that went the distance. So you could bet the farm in this fight was not going the distance, okay? Combined 98.6% knockout rate. Now Gomez entered the ring as the champion, boasting a flawless record. Zarate had moved up in weight to challenge Gomez. He was still the reigning bantamweight champion with 52 consecutive wins, including 51 by knockout, okay? Just crazy. 52 wins, including 51 by knockout. The first few rounds of the fight were tactical, as both fighters respected each other's power. In the 4th round, Gomez became the aggressor. He boxed beautifully, kept his guard in tight, and began to land sharp counter punches. In the 5th round, Gomez unleashed a barrage of combinations that hurt Zarate and forced him to back off. Zarate was knocked down 3 times in the round. Eventually, Zarate's corner threw in the towel to save their fighter. This fight cemented Gomez as an all-time great finisher. It handed Zarate the first defeat of his professional career. Yeah, somebody was going down in that one. That was the 6th defense. Okay, the 7th defense in the series was Arnie Boxing is in the building. Salute, Arnie. Wasn't that crazy? Bazooka versus Zarate, Arnie. Combined 73-0, 72 knockouts. Combined 98.6% knockout ratio. Crazy. But salute Arnie Boxing. Get subscribed up to Arnie Boxing, too. Great channel. He does history also. Very knowledgeable guy. Arnie Boxing. Comes on most weeknights. 9, tennis. He's the late man. Arnie Boxing. Okay. Bodywork said. Oh, that's Arnie, excuse me. A homie recommended me Pinto versus Gomez. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, that was good too. That was his final defense at super bantamweight. We're going right now, we're going over all of that record-setting run at super bantamweight, where he had 17 defenses all by knockout. That's the record for knockouts and consecutive title defenses. Pinto was the last one. Yep, Lupe Pinto. Great fight though. You get Mexico versus Puerto Rico too. Yep. Okay, the 7th defense was Gomez defeated Nestor Jimenez by 5th round TKO on March 9th, 1979 at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Now, besides retaining his WBC Super Bantamweight title, he claimed the inaugural Ring Magazine belt for the division. At the time, Gomez was a young, powerful champion and overwhelmed the veteran Jimenez with heavy body punches. In the 5th round, Gomez landed a hard combination that sent Jimenez to the canvas. Although he got up, he was clearly badly hurt, and his corner threw in the towel and stopped the fight. Okay, here we're gonna get some late time today too, about 3:30. Yeah, haven't had none in a while. Okay, So we go to the 8th defense in the series, in its history-making title reign. The 8th defense. Gomez defeated Julio Vuitton Hernandez by TKO in the 5th round. This world championship fight took place on June 16, 1979 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Gomez scored multiple knockdowns with powerful combinations en route to the stoppage. Yeah, I was thinking about you, Arnie. I said, I already see this thumbnail, see Bazooka, he coming in here today. And there he is. Yeah. Okay, the 9th one. 9th defense in a historic run was Gomez defeated Carlos Mendoza by TKO in the 10th round. The fight took place on September 28, 1979 at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. Gomez dropped Mendoza twice in the 10th round before the referee stopped the fight. Okay. Gomez dominated the fight by landing heavy punches to secure the 9th defense in his historic reign. Mendoza, a tough contender from Panama, managed to survive through the early and middle rounds, but was ultimately overwhelmed by Gomez's aggressive power. Aggression and power. The 10th defense of the 17. Gomez defeated Nicky Perez by a 5th round TKO on October 26, 1979 at Madison Square Garden. Perez was dominated throughout the fight, hitting the canvas 3 times. The 3rd knockdown happened right at the bell. Referee Arthur Mercante officially stopped the fight at that point, giving Gomez his 10th title defense. Yeah, Perez made it to the bell. He got knocked down right at the bell, and Arthur Mercante said, that's it. No use you coming back out here for the next round. The 11th defense. Gomez beat Ruben Valdez by TKO on February 3rd, 1980 at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. After several rounds of dominance by Gomez, Valdez was unable to answer the bell for the 7th round. Referee Fred Hernandez stopped the fight due to the accumulation of punishment suffered by Valdez, giving Gomez the 6th round stoppage and the 11th consecutive stoppage defense of his WBC Super Bantamweight title. Okay, the 12th defense. Gomez defeated Derek Holmes by a 5th round TKO on August 22nd, 1980 at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. This brutal fight was Gomez's 12th successful defense of his WBC Super Bantamweight title and allowed him to avenge the previous loss from his amateur days. Holmes had beat him in the amateurs. The action-packed fight saw Gomez drop Holmes multiple times. Holmes bravely fought back, but was outmatched by Gomez's legendary punching power. Referee Joey Curtis stopped the fight in the 5th round. The 13th title defense for Bazooka. Bazooka Gomez defeated Jose Cervantes by a 3rd round knockout on December 13, 1980 in Miami, Florida. In the 1st round, Cervantes accidentally thumbed Gomez in the eye, causing blurred vision. Gomez fought carefully on the back foot early in the fight after the thumb in the eye, studying his opponent. By the 3rd round, Gomez went on the attack. He trapped Cervantes with a strong right hand, followed by a flurry of combinations that dropped Cervantes to the canvas, where he was counted out. Okay, wind it down. Defense number 14. Gomez faced Mon Meza on March 27, 1982 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Gomez won the fight by TKO in the 6th round. Bazooka punished Meza throughout the fight. In the 6th round, stoppage came when Gomez landed a hard left hook that wobbled Meza so badly he could no longer defend himself, forcing referee Harold Vallon to step in and stop the fight. the 15th defense in this historic reign. This was the second fight between Wilfredo Gomez and Juan Antonio Lopez, both during the streak. The other one was like the second or third defense in the streak. This matchup took place on June 11, 1982 at Caesar's Palace in Vegas. The Gomez won by a 10th round TKO. This fight was part of the undercard for the famous heavyweight fight between Larry Holmes and Jerry Cooney. It was on that card. These two fighters shared a stark contrast in their boxing styles. Gomez was globally known for his crushing knockout power and aggressive pace. Lopez, a tough Mexican fighter, was a skilled and resilient boxer. But ultimately, like all the other challengers during Gomez's historic title reign at super bantamweight, Lopez was overwhelmed by Bazooka's speed, power, and aggression. Okay, and the next to the last defense, number 16, was Gomez defeated Roberto Rubaldino by TKO in the 7th round on August 18, 1982 in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This fight took place just 6 days after the tragic death of former Gomez opponent and Mexican legend Salvador Sanchez. But a week after Salvador had the accident, he was next to his last defense at super bantamweight. He did go up to fight Salvador at featherweight during this streak, but he came back down. But after this next fight, he went up to featherweight permanently, but Salvador had that accident and died. Yeah. And final defense was Lupe Pintor, the one Arnie was just talking about. I didn't hear too much on that one. There's him and Lupe. Gomez and Lupe Pintor fought an epic fight on December 3rd, 1982. It was the first war between Puerto Rico and Mexico. Gomez won by a 14th round knockout to defend and retain his title for the final time. After this fight, Gomez vacated the WBC Super Bantamweight Championship, then moved up to compete in higher weight classes. And those were the 17 consecutive title defenses for Bazooka. Okay, I got 5 biggest gates in United States history. That was what I had on Bazooka. Wilfredo Bazooka Gomez. About the best fighter in the lower weight classes, bar none. Probably, the best fighter out of Puerto Rico, too, I would say. I was saying Carlos Ortiz, but I was kind of pretty favorite to the older generation. Gomez is old school, too, but not as far back as Carlos. But I had to give Bazooka the nod. As far as being the best out of Puerto Rico, Arnie, I got to go with Bazooka. Yeah. Okay, let's look at some of these gates. These are the 5 biggest gates in boxing history, United States, as far as attendance, not as far as money, revenue, as far as attendance. These gates are, okay? Yeah, as far as folks in the building. Now the top one, like I was saying the other day, was a free fight. You know, hear that word free. That's the biggest gate in United States history, the free fight, right? Let's take a look at it. That's the fight Jack Dempsey and Georges Carpenter. They built a special stadium for that one. It was like 90,000 in there for this fight. Yeah, 90,000 folks. Now, we done talked about some of these fights before, but they're worth discussing again. We're going to get some link time after this, about 3:30. Everybody's welcome to hit the link. Smash it up to about 4. Chop it up to about 4 p.m. And I got to get out of here. But the 5 biggest boxing crowds, not gates, because when you say gate, you think about revenue and money. Crowds. And this is in the United States. The biggest paid attendance was in Mexico. Julio Cesar Chavez and Greg Harvin was like 132,000. That was promoted by Don King. And Julio was under Don King. I think Julio ended up with Golden Boy, I think. But let's look at these gates. 5 biggest boxing gates in U.S. history. I appreciate your body work. Glad you enjoyed it. Let's look at some of these boxing gates now. 5 biggest boxing gates in U.S. history. Crowds. I keep saying gate. Crowds. As far as attendance, not the money. From Tony Zale joined 135,132 in a Milwaukee Park to Jack Dempsey's legendary 1920s gate. These are the 5 biggest live boxing audiences ever assembled on American soil. Dempsey alone accounts for 4 of the top 6. Okay? Now, boxing has always been a sport of spectacle. In the 1920s, promoter Tex Rickard built a temporary stadium in 9 weeks just to hold a crowd big enough to watch Jack Dempsey fight. In 1941, a Milwaukee Park gave away free admission to a middleweight fight and drew over 135,000 people. Almost a century later, those crowd sizes remain almost untouchable. Yeah, nowadays they join nothing like that. 135,000 people. Each of these crowds tells a different story about how Americans have engaged with boxing across generations. Here are the 5 biggest live boxing audiences in United States history. Number 1, Tony Zale versus Billy Pryor. 135,132 was in that bad boy. Here's Tony Zale. He was the big name middleweight from like the 40s, 50s. He had the legendary trilogy with Rocky Graziano. This was in Juneau Park, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, August 16th, 1941. The all-time record for live boxing attendance in the United States is also the most unusual entry on this list. Reigning middleweight champion Tony Zale faced Billy Pryor in a non-title fight, sponsored by the Pabst Brewing Company at Juneau Park in Milwaukee. Admission was free. So yeah, that makes sense. The largest gate in history was free admission. Some people probably didn't even watch boxing. They just heard that word free, right? Now, Pabst footed the bill as a community event. The Guinness World Record for the largest attendance at a boxing match still stands at 135,132 spectators. It has stood for 85 years. Zale dominated, 1940, when was this again? 1941. Yeah, 85 years, 2026. Right. Okay, Zale dominated the fight, knocking Pryor down multiple times before stopping him in the 9th round. The Man of Steel would go on to author one of the greatest trilogies in boxing history against Rocky Graziano in the years that followed, but his largest live audience came in a Milwaukee Park on a summer afternoon, paid for by a brewery. Yeah, the Pabst Blue Ribbon Company paid for it, footed the bill. Yeah. Jack Dempsey versus Gene Tunney, the first fight. Sesquicentennial Stadium, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, September 23rd, 1926. 120,557 in the house for that one. Jack Dempsey was the biggest sports star in America in the 1920s. And his first fight with Gene Tunney drew the largest paid crowd in United States boxing history. Paid crowd. A reported 120,557 fans packed Sesquicentennial Stadium in Philadelphia to watch the unbeaten heavyweight champion defend his title against the cerebral former Marine. The fight produced a stunning upset. Tunney boxed beautifully for 10 rounds and won a unanimous decision, ending Dempsey's 7-year reign as heavyweight king. The gate generated nearly $1.9 million, a record at the time, and a number that helped cement boxing as the dominant American spectator sport of the era, in front of baseball, horse racing. Number 3, like I say, Jack Dempsey is in 4 of the top 6 in the United States history. Fights that happened in the United States as far as gates. Number 3 was Dempsey versus Tunney 2, the long count fight, 104,943 people. Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois, September 22nd, 1927. Now the rematch 1 year later drew 104,943 to Soldier Field in Chicago and produced what may be the most controversial moment in heavyweight boxing history. In the 7th round, Dempsey caught Tunney with a left hook and a flurry of punches that sent the champion to the canvas for the first time in his career. Then the rules intervened. Illinois had recently adopted the neutral corner rule. That was when the neutral corner rule had first started. Okay? Which required Dempsey to retreat to the farthest corner farthest neutral corner before referee Dave Berry could begin counting. Dempsey, true to his instincts, stood over Tunney, wanting to finish him. By the time Berry started counting, Tunney had been down for roughly 5 seconds. Tunney rose at 9. The total time on the canvas was somewhere between 13 and 15 seconds. Tunney recovered, won the decision, and retired Dempsey for good. Almost a century later, fight fans still argue about whether Dempsey was robbed. No, he didn't go to the neutral corner, but it was a new rule, and Dempsey had been out of boxing for like 3 years, so he wasn't used to the rule. He was used to standing right there over top of the fighter. See where he is? He's supposed to be way over there on the other side. They would just start the neutral corner then, so yeah. Okay, number 4. That was the picture here at the top. Jack Dempsey and Georges Carpenter, 91,613. Boyles 30 acres, Jersey City, New Jersey, July 2nd, 1921. This was, they built this stadium in just 9 weeks just for this fight. This was boxing's first $1 million gate. Tex Rickard borrowed $250,000 to construct a wooden octagonal stadium called Boyles 30 acres in just 9 weeks, specifically to host this fight. The result was 91,613 spectators paying a then unthinkable $1.7 million in receipts to watch Dempsey defend his title against the dashing French war hero Georges Carpenter. Dempsey stopped Carpenter in the 4th round. The fight was the first to be broadcast nationally on radio, the first to draw $1 million gate, and the event that proved boxing could compete with baseball as America's marquee sport. And by that second Tunney-Dempsey fight in 1927, boxing had passed baseball in popularity. Rickard would later use the playbook he developed in Jersey City to build Madison Square Garden into the cathedral of professional boxing that we know today. Okay? The 5th biggest gate was Jack Dempsey again. Jack Dempsey versus Louis Angel Firpo, 88,228. The Polo Grounds, New York City, September 14th, 1923. One of those famous outside venues in New York. Polo Grounds, Yankee Stadium. Those were big, huge venues for boxing back in them days, 20s, all the way up to like the 50s. And this fight was 2 minutes of the most chaotic action in heavyweight history. The Polo Grounds was expanded from its baseball capacity of 55,000 to accommodate 88,228 paid spectators, with thousands more reportedly crashing the gates. Dempsey defended his title against the Argentine giant, Luis Angel Firpo, the Wild Bull of the Pampas. the first Latin American boxer to fight for the World Heavyweight Championship. Dempsey knocked Firpo down 7 times in the first round. Firpo got up every time. Now see, then was no neutral corner rule. You could stand right there by the referee as he counted. As soon as the fighter got up, Dempsey was famous for jumping right back on him. Dempsey was the reason they made the neutral corner rule. He knocked this guy down 7 times in the first round. Okay? But Pampas got up every time. And late in the round, the wall bull of the Pampas landed a right hand that sent Dempsey clear out of the ring and onto the press section. Sports writers helped push the champion back through the ropes. After a count of 9, Dempsey returned, weathered the storm, and knocked Firpo out in the second round. Ring Magazine later called it the greatest prize fight in the history of the sport. And George Bellows immortalized the moment in his famous 1924 painting, now housed at the Whitney Museum. I think it was 10 total knockdowns, because I believe Dempsey knocked Firpo down 2 more times in the second and 7 times in the first, and Dempsey went down once in the first. Okay? And the fight also produced, this is what I'm talking about, the fight also produced the rule change that would later cost Dempsey the title. 2 months after Dempsey Firpo, the New York Boxing Commission adopted the neutral corner rule that would define the long count 4 years later in Chicago. Yeah, that's where it came from, Jack Dempsey. And that was a rule that cost him the fight against Tunney, his championship. Because he had been out, they made the rule while Dempsey was out of boxing for 3 years. So he wasn't used to the rule. He was standing there waiting, ready to jump right back on Tunney. Got some honorable mentions. Several other American boxing crowds deserve mention, even if they fall outside the top 5. Okay, Jack Dempsey versus Jack Sharkey. Couple honorable mentions. Approximately 80,000 at Yankee Stadium, July 21st, 1977. Dempsey's only Yankee Stadium appearance and his elimination fight to set up the Tunney rematch. Sources cite figures from 77,283 to 82,000 for what was then a record crowd at the new Yankee Stadium. Sharkey controlled the fight for 6 rounds before Dempsey landed a series of body shots in the 7th that Sharkey claimed were low. Now listen to this. When Sharkey turned to complain to the referee, Dempsey landed the left hook that ended the fight. Protect yourself at all times. Counting Dempsey-Sharkey, the Manasseh Mauler appears in 5 of the 6 largest U.S. boxing crowds ever drawn. Another honorable mention from the modern era. Okay. Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders. 73,126. AT&T Stadium. May 8th. Arlington, Texas. May 8th, 2021. Jerry's World. The largest indoor boxing crowd in American history, surpassing the 63,350 mark Muhammad Ali and Leon Spinks had set in their 1978 Superdome rematch. Canelo's stoppage of Saunders confirmed Arlington as a viable boxing market. Yeah, Jerry's World. Okay. Another big one. I think this was back at Jerry's World. Yep. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. 72,300. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. November 15th, 2024. Most valuable promotions drew 72,300 fans for Paul's 8th round fight with a 58-year-old Mike Tyson. The gate exceeded $18 million, the largest in boxing history outside of Nevada, and the Netflix live stream peaked at 65 million concurrent streams worldwide. Okay, and then the one we just mentioned, Muhammad Ali and Leon Spinks. 63,350 people were in the house for this one. Louisiana Superdome, September 15th, 1978. Ali avenged his earlier loss to Spinks and won the heavyweight title for a record 3rd time. The crowd was the largest indoor boxing audience in U.S. history for 43 years, okay, before Canelo Billy Joe Saunders, right? This stood for 43 years. Rocky Marciano and Archie Moore, 61,574, Yankee Stadium, September 21st, 1955. Marciano's final fight. He climbed off the canvas in the second round to stop Moore in the ninth. They retired, 49-0. Only heavyweight to retire undefeated. The Rock. That was the last of him right there. Sugar Ray Robinson versus Randy Turpin 2, 61,370. The Polo Grounds, September 12th, 1951. Yeah, another famous outdoor venue. Polo Grounds. Still the record for a non-heavyweight fight on American soil. Robinson avenged his loss to the British middleweight to reclaim his title. Yeah, that was a crossroads fight for Sugar Ray. He had just lost to Randy Turpin. Everything was on the line in that one. He went over to England. He fought like 6 times in like a month or something and lost his title in the last fight. But then Turpin had to come over here. Robinson got it back. Okay. The Jack Dempsey era built American boxing. There's the Manasseh-Muller. Look at the top 5 again. Tony Zale, Free Milwaukee Crowd holds the record. The other 4 belong to Jack Dempsey. Was in all the other 4, right? And the only reason Tony Zale was first because it was free, right? Counting the honorable mention against Sharkey, Dempsey appears in 5 of the 6 largest live boxing audiences in American history, all drawn between 1921 and 1927. That concentration is not coincidence. Boxing in the 1920s was the dominant American spectator sport. There was no NFL as we know it, no NBA, no televised baseball. Heavyweight title fights were the closest thing the country had to a national event. And Dempsey was the first true American sports superstar of the modern era. His charisma, his violent fighting style, and the storylines that surrounded him, from his ducking of Harry Wills. Well, he didn't duck Harry Wills. The promoters the government had a lot to do with that. Not fighting Harry Wills to his marriage to Estelle Taylor made him the most discussed athlete in the country for nearly a decade. Because when Jack Johnson fought James J. Jeffries and Jack Johnson won the fight, they had race riots across the country. 20 people got killed, hundreds were injured. So the United States government gave orders to the promoters to not make any more mixed race heavyweight title fights. And after 1915, the next black fighter to fight for a heavyweight title was Joe Louis 22 years later in 1937. So that was the government that did that. Jack Dempsey didn't duck anybody. Jack Dempsey was a teenager. He would walk in a bar hungry. He would challenge the biggest person in there to fight for money just to get food to eat. That don't sound like somebody that's gonna do any ducking of anybody, okay? So no. Okay, so yeah, Jack Dempsey was the most discussed athlete, not just boxer, athlete in the country for the entirety of the 1920s. Promoter Tex McCord understood what Dempsey represented and built the live boxing economy around him. Stadiums were constructed specifically for Dempsey fights. Free admission cards like Zale Pryor were used as community promotions in the pre-television era. The first $1 billion gate, which involved Dempsey, the first nationally broadcast fight, the first 100,000 plus crowd, all of them happened in 7 years on Tex McCord's watch with Dempsey on the marquee. Like I said the other day, Tex McCord understood boxing as an event. He went for fans that wasn't regular boxing fans. He made events. Boxing was just part of the event. You know, people came for the event. Boxing was just part of it. He was the first one to start bringing in the casual fans. Tex Ricard understood that way before Don King, the Father, Eddie Hearn, Oscar, Turkey Alley, Sheik, Al Heyman, any of them. Tex Ricard was doing it. Okay. All right, this is fine. Let me get some link after this. Why the numbers have stood for so long. The arrival of network television in the 1950s, the rise of closed-circuit broadcasts in the 1960s and 70s, and the migration of championship boxing to the casinos of Las Vegas all shrunk live attendance figures. Promoters discovered that smaller venues with higher ticket prices generated more revenue than enormous stadiums full of cheap seats. By the 1980s, championship boxing had largely settled in the 16,000-seat casino arenas, a model that has dominated the sport ever since. And when television came in the 50s, they really hurt the arenas. You can stay home and watch it on TV. You know, why go out and spend money and get all dressed up and everything? You got to get your wife's hair done and you got to go get your hair cut. Just stay home and watch it in your robe on TV. So that hurt the arenas when TV became into existence in the 50s. But that's what makes the modern boxing crowd numbers so notable when they happen. Anthony Joshua's 90,000 at Wembley in 2017. Tyson Fury's 94,000 at Wembley in 2022. Canelo's 73,000 indoor AT&T Stadium. Paul Tyson, 72,000. These are deliberate efforts to recapture the scale of the Dempsey era, and they have largely succeeded internationally. American boxing, with the exception of Paul Tyson and Canelo Saunders, has not produced a comparable live event since Ali Spinks in 1978. Okay, let's put the link in now. Okay, yeah, that's it. But yeah, there you have it. Hope everybody enjoyed that today. Drunk Irishman in the building. What's up, Drunk Irishman? How are you today? Good to see you. The Drunk Irishman, all the way from Ireland, joining us today. So your cast, what's this worldwide? Ireland, Puerto Rico, Florida, New Jersey, England, Baltimore, Maryland. We worldwide. Okay. But how's everybody? I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Bazooka Gomez. And some of the largest gates in United States boxing history. Okay? Boxing history. Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Used to be every day, but you know, every other day, more time to make the shows better. You know what I mean? Okay. Everybody's welcome to hit the link. Okay. We're going to chop it up for like 25 minutes. The country for, oh shoot, what did I do? The country for today, I was almost getting ready to end the chat. No, I'm glad it asked you twice. The country for today was Hungary. We'll get it in another day. Just a little brief history. Well, we might start Hungary. A little brief history of boxing in Hungary. And some of the top fighters from the country. Okay. But salute to the Drunk Irishman in the building. Good to see you. Drunk Irishman is a good, loyal supporter of Cast Sports. Appreciate him. 1 million. Okay, we got Arnie. Yeah, I wanted to talk. I haven't talked to Arnie since that Boots Virgil. Not Boots Virgil. Boots Xander. What's up, Arnie?
Boxing? How you doing, sir? How you doing today?
All right. Good to see you. Long time.
Same here, man. Yeah.
I tried to call you, but it wouldn't let it go through. I don't know whether, I don't know what it was. Man. I sent you a message. I dropped a message. There goes Bodywork. Welcome to the panel, Bodywork. Salute. Bodywork, how are you? Did you get up, Body?
What's going on, Cass? How
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Salute.
Salute to you, bro. Good to see you. How are you today? We got Arnie
Likewise,
boxing up here. Arnie work. That's Arnie.
salute to Arnie.
What's up, Body Work? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Arnie, I didn't get to talk to you about that Boots Xander fight. What you think about that?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a rough one for RICANs, to say the least, right? With Suriel and Xander. But, I mean, I'm proud of him, bro, because he got dropped in the first round. And particularly the second knockdown was an unbelievable uppercut that he got caught with. And I still can't believe that boy got off on that one. So,
Gotta give him his props. He didn't have to take that fight, though, you know?
Exactly. And he did have a few good moments in that fight. You know, I believe it was round 3 or something like that. So
yeah,
I think I think this is one of those. I mean, to be honest with you, he took a lot of damage, but I think this can be a good thing for him. You know. But we'll see, because he's back training and everything. So she's showing the right attitude, in my opinion. Now, I think he should move up in weight, but I'm not sure.
Okay. What did you think about that fight, Bodywork? Boots and Xander fight. Is that what you expected to happen?
I didn't. I thought it was gonna go the distance because I didn't like the game plan by Xander. Like I thought that his best chances was to almost do like what Josh Kelly did with Bakram. You know, I mean, I didn't know he was coming in and go stand right in front of Boots. Like if I would have known that, you can't stand right in front of Boots. So
yeah,
I didn't understand it, but I did think that maybe because of the weight that he put on, it might have made it to where he knew he wasn't going to be able to jump around for 12 rounds like that. So I didn't really get it, but he did have a moment. He had a couple moments in there. He showed a little metal. But I don't know. I still have some questions on both sides a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I question IQ on Xander's side, and I question if Boots get in there with another guy his size that can move a little bit and got some power, like what would really happen? You know what I'm saying? So I still have some questions. Great fight though. It was very entertaining though.
Yeah, it was.
Or to jump on my chest.
Xander actually said he was going at Boots like that, but I thought he was capping.
Me too.
In fight week, I didn't think he was going to actually do that.
That was a great point by Bodywork, because if you look at his fight with Abbas Barraou, he did.
That was the best I saw.
Yeah, like he used his legs, but not only that, he fought in spurts. He fought. He picked his spots in the fight to go in there and just trade. So the fact that he went in there and for whatever reason, pride or whatever the case may be, decided to just go head on. He fought Boots the way we expect Virgil to fight Boots,
right?
As opposed to Xander.
Good point.
That's basically what happened. And first of all, that's not even your game. But second of all, you don't have power like that anyway. So I mean, but hey, I mean, I'm excited to see what's next for both. Obviously, Boots is looking for undisputed, even though both guys are fighting somebody else, Fundora and Kelly, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. What y'all think about that one? Boots and Fundora.
Massacre.
What y'all think on that one? Massacre?
Yeah, for sure.
For who?
I mean, Fundora. For Boots, I mean, Fundora he got that size. He started using his jab, Steam Suit the second time and what have you. But I mean, I've never been high on Fundora personally, to be honest with you.
Me neither. Not really.
Boots got it, man. Boots got the hand speed and the power that comes with it, and I don't see how you can deal with that. His head movement is brilliant. His footwork, his reflexes, it's a bad time to fight Boots Ennis. It's a horrible time to fight Boots Ennis, honestly.
What you think, Bodywork? Boots and Fundora. still there, buddy? Bodyweight must have got a call or something.
And Kelly, the same thing.
No, I'm here.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was asking, what did you have on Boots and Fundora?
I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. You know, I mean, I think that Fundora he's an enigma right now. You know, he's a puzzle to figure out. I mean, yeah, you could tap his chin, but
fading a little bit, buddy.
Oh, I'm driving, man. I want to see that fight. I'm interested in seeing it, you know.
Yeah, it's not Virgil. I'd rather see Virgil, but if I can't get Virgil, obviously Fundora would be my second choice for Boots. I don't think Josh Kelly even going to get in the ring with him, you know. Josh trying to hold on to that belt.
I mean,
he might try to.
What?
Where are you? My bad.
Oh, it's all good. I just feel like, it's gonna be a little difficult for Boots to get those fights.
Yeah.
Because Fundora's got a very I don't know, his opponent selection I don't like. He fought Keith Thurman after beating Brock Jarvis in Australia.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
He got sled by Brian Mendoza. I do give him Tim Sue, even though that first fight, whatever the case may be with the cut, but the fact of the matter is he pieced him up on the second fight, and then he fought Cordell Booker. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like he hasn't fought. He had a great fight against Erickson Lubin, yes, but I don't know. I feel like his opponent selection is pretty shaky. And Josh Kelly, I mean, come on. To me, Bakram should have gotten a rematch. That's not the case. He's fighting, who's he fighting? Aguiarico or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's gonna be a little difficult for Boots to get those fights.
No. That was similar to like what you were saying in the chat, buddy, about how these fighters move nowadays, I
keep telling people the same thing. That Boots got one problem. The problem Boots got is that he's too good for his own good, basically.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad. What's happening this weekend?
I don't know.
Go ahead, buddy.
Diego Pacheco, Andy Cruz, Charlie Suarez. But
right?
Part of the
Go ahead, buddy.
But part of the problem is these promoters a little bit, like, because one of the things see is with that Boots situation, it's like, it was some people that was like avoiding him, but then you had Eddie knowing what he had and playing games sometimes too, because I said this a long time ago. Nobody gonna get in there and fight Boots for peanuts. So you trying to send somebody a couple peanuts and a ham sandwich to get in there. That ain't gonna work.
That's a good point.
So
that's a good point, everybody. You got to pay them
to
fight Boots. Mm-hmm.
So, you got to pay. That's the price of that. So you got to know they're going in.
Yeah, I blame Eddie some too.
What you got with Boots, I think people can just wait and see, man. But that's all I got right on that, man. For real.
Okay. So Earl and Tim Zoo is next weekend, right?
Yeah, that's that one.
What y'all got on that one? Earl and Tim Zoo. That's hard for me to call, but I think that's the perfect opponent for each of them, though. Each other at this point.
Yes.
Them two.
That's 100%
true. That's great matchmaking right there. Yeah.
I mean, it is for sure, but there's too many question marks. First of all, Fulton, the last I heard, I don't know if Buddy heard something else, but last I heard, Maul and Coolboy are having visa issues. So we'll see about that. But okay,
Really?
the main event, yeah.
Oh man.
But the main event, I mean, there's so many question marks. I want Errol Spence to win, of course, because I mean, come on, man, like that's the truth right there, right? Like he, I think, unfortunately, is one of those fighters that are gonna get put in that basket where they're mostly known for that one loss. Aside from, like Bazooka Gomez, the guy that you just profiled, like Macho Camacho, like Michael Moore, and so many others. Like they get put in that basket of having lost that fight, that big fight or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I think that's unfortunate because the run that Errol Spence had back in the day when he was beating Sean Porter and Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia and Ugas and Brooke, and I mean, my goodness, that was a legendary run.
Earl was like a throwback fighter. He wanted all the smoke. He wanted the big names, and he said he didn't take no tune-ups.
Exactly. And that actually, thank you for bringing that up, because I've heard from a lot of people that he should have. If there's any time where you take that rule and you throw it to the trash, it's right now, because you haven't fought in so long. Look at Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman fought a tune-up fight before Fundora. Look at. I mean, I don't know. I just think. Listen, I'm hoping that he goes out there and he gets the job done against Team Sue, because if he loses, particularly if he loses badly, it's over.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Buddy Rick said he had a bad connection. Appreciate you coming up, though, Buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
Do. Go ahead on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. I was done, actually. Okay. That's the problem,
Yeah, I like that fight, though, because there's questions about both of them, Earl and Tim. And I think it's just the perfect opponent for each other, And, because with all the questions both of them got, you put them in there with a big name, they're going to get destroyed. Maybe not, but probably,
For sure.
Look how long Earl been out of the ring. And was his last fight, right?
Yes.
And then you don't know about he had another operation on his
Bud is going to
eye.
be there, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but Bud Crawford's going to be there. Yeah.
What you said about Cool Boy and having visa issues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are upset, and justifiably so, because listen, if you're whoever is putting this together, I can't remember who it is, the promoter, you got to deal with that ahead of time, because we're a week away from the fight, or a week and a half away from the fight.
They should have been dealt with that. It's always something with Australia, though.
Yeah, remember Bill Haney?
Yeah, they were going over. Yeah. That's usually fighters had trouble getting here in the United States. It don't usually work the other way,
I mean, but at least okay. So I mean that's true, obviously, but at least Bill Haney was not the fighter,
That's true.
And I mean, we can put it on the Australia government, and definitely they're not off the hook. That's for damn sure. But I think this is the response when you organize an event. Like if I'm I don't know, let me just throw a random scenario. If I'm making a wedding in, I don't know, Spain, let's say, I should handle all of those things as early as possible. Come on,
fight is next weekend, right?
Yes.
And now they find
25
visa issues. They should be ready to go over there now, or be over there, right? By now.
Errol's already over there. That's what's alarming, to get acclimated and everything. So that's gonna, even if it gets resolved, it might be how do you say?
Because they go too close to the fight. That's like on the time difference is crazy. It's like on the bottom of the world somewhere, right?
Literally, land down under, bro. Literally.
I mean, what is the time difference? Like damn near 24 hours or something?
Yeah, I mean, you remember when they put cards over there that we got to get up like super early if you want to watch it?
Yeah. It takes some days to get acclimated to that kind of time change,
And Earl's being smart because Earl went over there well over a week away from the fight, so he's being super smart. I appreciate that.
That's what Devin Haney did when he went over there. Remember, both times, like a week or two before the fight.
Exactly.
I guess Maryland Boy was planning on being over there, but the visa issues, Man.
I knew about Charlo, but I saw Japwin posted about Cool Boy, and I was like, oh my god, because that's the fight.
You just mentioned it. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, I heard about it this morning, but what sucks for me, and listen, hopefully it gets resolved. Let's just put it that way. But that's the fight that's most interesting to me. It's Cool Boy versus Liam Wilson. I think they're gonna steal the show, because Fulton is more skilled, he got more accomplishment and he got more skills, but Liam Wilson is one of those rough and rugged, be in every fight. Exactly,
be ready to work overtime when you're fighting him.
He'll give anybody a tough night. He's one of those
guys.
So I had them stealing. I mean, maybe Cool Boy goes out there and 12 zeros him, but
what weight class is that? What that 126 already? 130?
I think it was one. I'm pretty sure it's 130. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because that's where he fought Shaki at. Yeah, 130. Exactly. Yeah.
But
Liam gonna be home. Fighting in Australia.
Yes. We'll see, man. It's interesting enough. I mean, it sucks because, we're looking at the possibility of not having 2 out of the 3 fights.
Let me ask you this, Arnie. Now, suppose the issues get cleared up. The fight is next Saturday, right? Supposed to get the visa issues cleared up like next Thursday or something. Would you still, if you was their team, would you still want them to go ahead and fight? Getting over there like 2 days before the fight at a place like Australia with that big of a time difference and all that kind of stuff? What would you think about that?
No, probably no, but I don't know that they have a choice because
they probably would though, because it's in the contract and everything.
Yeah, like that's
like an extenuating circumstance right there, man. Damn. But they got a built-in excuse if they lose, then.
I mean, yes. I don't know, man. I don't want to go to. I mean, Andy Hiroka had, I think, similar problems when he fought Gary Antoine Russell, but
coming here. Mm-hmm.
He still put up a great performance. He did himself proud, and so I don't know, man. It's And
remember, Joe Cordina never did get his result. Remember, Abdullah fought the other guy, Bell.
Yeah, but Joe also had a what did he do? I think he had an issue, a legal issue as well on top of.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah. Homie of mine was telling me that he.
I didn't know.
What was it like? I'm paraphrasing. Don't quote me on this, but it's he hit somebody or he got in trouble. He got into a fight or something like that back in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They didn't allow him to travel. That's interesting, though. I didn't know about that. I hope they get it resolved soon.
Now, Andy Cruz is gonna. Andy Cruz said that he's gonna move back down to 130 after this fight. I mean, not back down because I don't think he's ever been at 130.
No, I think he started at 35.
Yeah,
he's gonna go down.
He's gonna go down. I think this is not a bad idea. If he can, why not? Why not?
He is smallest. Yeah, that's true. Some good fights for him down there too. What you think about Zepeda and Lamont Roach?
Fight of the year contender.
Okay.
Roach got that problem that Michael Conlan had, that he can very easily get sucked into a fight instead of the other guy. Fighting the other guy's fight.
Yeah, he fought Pitbull totally wrong, man.
Exactly.
He could have made that easy. I thought. Well, not easy. It's nothing easy when you're in there fighting to build up against a real man.
Not as difficult. Not as difficult
as it was. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
For sure. But in this case, this guy is a machine gunner. Like Cepeda, William Camarón Cepeda is the ultimate machine gunner. Like he will go out there and throw 1,000,000 punches per round. So Lamont Roach is very important, in my opinion, that Lamont Roach gets Cepeda's respect early in the fight. He's gotta try to hit him with something that makes Cepeda think twice and be a little more methodical in his approach and his pressure. But if Lamont Roach doesn't get that done, I can see Cepeda pulling it off. Don't be shocked if this is another draw, for guys. I know Lamont Roach is Mr. Draw, but but don't be shocked, guys, because their styles. I love this fight, man. I love them stylistically, how they match up and everything. I think maybe I'm going a little crazy with the Fight of the Year contender, but I don't think so, man. These two are gonna put it on, you know.
Yeah.
And they're both, think about this, they're both coming in with a chip in their shoulder because neither one of them are coming off of a win.
Nope.
Cepeda lost to Shakur, and Lamont Roach is coming off of throwing Tank and Pitbull. So
yeah,
they both
coming in with a chip on both shoulders.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah.
So they're gonna come in hungry and then looking to take over. So what do you think?
Good fight, great fight. I can't call it. It's going to be close, man. Roach got to fight. He can't, like you said, he can't get drawn into no slugfest. Just standing there, exchanging hands with Cepeda. The best I see, the best I seen him fight, even better than when he fought Tank, was Hector. I like the way he fought Hector Garcia. Remember that one? Did you ever see that fight? Lamar and Hector? When he beat Hector?
I think so, but it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute, though.
That's the best I ever seen Lamar Roach.
Interesting.
I thought he looked better in that fight than he did against Tank. Yeah, when he fought Hector.
I mean,
damn near perfect in that one, man.
People are comparing Pitbull and Cepeda. I mean, there are similarities, but they're not exactly the same.
Nah.
Pitbull's pressure is a little different. It's a little like Pitbull is not as easy to hit as Cepeda is.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. He coming in like a turtle with that high guard, chin tuck. Plus, he way smaller, was shorter than Cepeda, So nah.
Exactly, and he doesn't throw as many punches as Cepeda does, but
like you said, pressure is different. It's different.
Pitbull is a little trickier in his pressure. Exactly. Body work set. Yeah. That's how he needs to fight, composed but opportunistic. I agree 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Because if he goes out there,
about Body must be talking about the Hector fight.
Yeah, like that. Like that's how he needs to fight this one, because
that's the best I saw in Body, that Hector fight.
If Roach goes out there and tries to beat him in his game, he might lose. Not gonna lie.
He might lose. He might get knocked out.
Yeah, because the accumulation, Cepeda doesn't necessarily have, a one-hitter quitter, but the accumulation of punches, that's a real thing, bro.
They can get anybody out of there. You take enough punishment over time,
Certainly.
Get broken down. But it's a good matchup, though. What do you think about Canelo and Billy?
Matchup? Interesting that one, because I'm not sold on Billy, not even close. I've never been high on him. He's very strong. He does have power. He can crack. He's got attributes on his favor, but he's very
make him go back.
Exactly. Yeah. And he's very clunky in the ring as far as his footwork goes, and he's not defensively responsible, in my opinion. Canelo should massacre him.
Gonna stop him.
Yeah, me too. Like I keep telling people, the only reason why this is, and I'll tell you why, right? The only reason why this is debate is because Canelo's coming off of an injury, and
Mm-hmm.
we can all agree he's not the same, right?
But he's smart, man, and experienced, and then Billy gonna come out of there just running forward, throwing punches, and Canelo gonna catch him with something and get him up out of there. Watch.
Right, because I mean, let's be honest here. Canelo's never, ever, not even once, had issues with guys that fight like Billy. Canelo's always had issues with slick boxers. That's his kryptonite, like.
And Billy is food.
Yeah, like he's been, with all the respect, okay, because I'm not a hater, I'm just not sold on him. But with all the respect, he's beaten better people than Billy that do what Billy does better than. What am I saying? Like that do what Billy does better than Billy,
And like you said, Canelo ain't never had problems against that style.
Never, not even once. Maybe
just throwing punches.
Yeah.
Canelo ain't never had problems with nobody like that. Canelo is a good counter puncher, man.
Awesome counter puncher and awesome traps. Listen, I joke about him all the time, but the reality is this guy is really good.
I just see him catching him Billy with something.
For sure. He's gonna set a trap.
Yeah.
I mean, if Canelo is 80% of what he was back in the Danny Jacobs days, forget it, bro. Forget it.
Can't see him, Billy. I'd be surprised if you don't stop him. Because Billy only got that one way to fight. He ain't going sideways. He ain't doing nothing but coming straight forward, throwing punches. That's it. Exactly. That's all I ever seen him do. Have you ever seen him do anything else?
Not at all. Not at all. And listen, it's a style. It's a style. It is what it is. You gotta play to your strength. But in his case, it's kind of like the best defense is offense type of approach.
This is defense. His offense is his defense.
Yeah, and it's one thing if you have Manny Pacquiao's quickness and hand speed. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But it's not the case.
He tried to overwhelm his opponent. That's his defense, with offense, and keep you going back, keep coming forward. But I don't think he's gonna be successful with Canelo doing that. Mm-mm.
No, I mean, I appreciate that he got the opportunity. It's a great opportunity. Yeah. It's a great, it's great for him that he's fighting somebody that's gonna be in the Hall of Fame for sure, and well deserved. But I think Mbili, I don't see Mbili beating too many people at 68, 60. He might have a chance against Diego Pacheco, maybe, and
Berlanga.
Berlanga definitely against Berlanga.
And he's fighting soon this weekend. Is it this weekend?
I don't think it's this weekend. I think it's the other, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I saw his name on the schedule though. I know it's just something soon. Yeah,
with Hitchens and they're gonna fight on the same card.
Yeah.
But 68 ain't the easiest. Like Hamza Shiraz
Adames is up there too now, ain't he? At 68, Adames.
Yes, Adames is up there as well. So I mean, Hamza Shiraz, say whatever you like about his opponent selection, which is warranted, but Hamza Shiraz and Osles Iglesias would massacre Mbili, bro. In my opinion.
Oh yeah. Stoppage. Bad stoppage.
I do think he can beat Munguia though, and maybe Pacheco. That's about it.
And Berlanga.
Oh, for sure.
Berlanga.
And I'm hoping. Yeah, but he's at super.
It's not even worth mentioning. Berlanga. Yeah. I don't mean to be hard on him, but I'm a realist.
No. Go ahead, bro. Have a field day. I don't care. I don't like him anyway. So.
Yeah. He just not that good. He messed himself up though. He got all those first rounds. Now Virgil and what's the other guy, the Russian guy? Beterbiev was getting all those stoppages, but they were going up in fights, getting rounds in. Berlanga was stopping everybody in the first round. He wasn't improving.
Right.
And then once he started going up in fights, he had nothing. No,
and another
getting
difference.
Everybody out of there in the first round and.
Yeah, like you're not really
rounds with him. He was exposed. You know,
it's kind of like if you play basketball with a bunch of kids, and you're dunking on everybody, and all of a sudden you're playing against grown men. It's like, oh, okay.
Right. That's exactly that describes it perfectly. Yeah. All of a sudden you're in there with the big boys, and they can't dunk on nobody anymore. That's what happened to Belanga.
Yeah, and that's on his management, to be honest with you, because you gotta make sure that your fighter it's progressing, you know.
Right. And you just can't use sparring. You got to get some rounds and actual fights and stuff, man. Because people working on stuff and sparring, you know.
Body work is asking, absolutely. Body work is asking, what y'all think about Adames versus Iglesias? Very good fight, bro. Very good fight. Iglesias is my guy, bro.
That's a good matchup.
Iglesias is my guy. I love Adames, Bronco Adames. I love him.
Very good matchup.
Man, that's a good one. Is that official, body work? Because I know they're talking, but that's not official, is it?
But Arnie, I'm
sorry.
That.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that one too, but I don't know that's official though. I don't think it is. But that's a hell of a fight, man. I thought
Adames. What's the guy Cuban guy at 160? It's Hernandez.
Joenly Feliciano Hernandez. Yeah, that's the next big thing.
What was he saying, Arnie?
I'm sorry?
He hit 160, right?
Yeah, Joenly, 160.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's not too many people who not 160 ain't right now.
Not really.
Yeah.
The other one that I can think of is coming up.
Boots will be up there eventually, I guess.
Oh yeah, Sander too, for sure. But Omari Jones is also on the come up.
Yeah, Xander too. Burns probably should have. Who?
Omari Jones is also on the come up.
Virgil probably should have been at 160.
Virgil, I mean,
who was that?
Probably. I think you're on a delay.
Should have been at 160.
Or maybe it's me.
Who, me?
Maybe it's me. I don't know, because I hear you like twice. All right, let me go out and go back in a second.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what's to get out anyway, so let me see. Yeah, something is going on. I didn't hit something. I see it on the screen. That might have been me when body was fading out. It might have been me. Let me see. I'm trying to straighten it up. Okay. Yeah, Arnie is back.
Okay, much better. Sorry about that. So I thought Adames.
Can you still hear me twice?
No, much better.
Okay. We good? Okay.
You know, I thought Adames was going to go after Hamza Shiraz, to be honest with you, but I don't mind the body work. I don't mind it. Those are the top two, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to put Canelo in there, feel free. But to me, Hamza Shiraz and Osles Iglesias are the two best of the division.
At 168?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see Munguia messing with them. I don't see Pacheco messing with them.
Nah. Munguia is a level down from them guys, for sure.
Yeah, same here, body work. Last time I checked, they were talking, but I swear to you, I thought that he was going to go after Hamza Shiraz. Maybe that'll happen eventually, but Adames, I think Adames will have a better shot against Munguia than against Iglesias, bro. Iglesias.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Against Munguia. No question about that.
But we'll see. Things are gonna get interesting. But middleweight is a sorry division right now.
Yeah, I know. Right now, 160. Maybe with Boots and Sand and all of them get up there. It'll spice up. There's nobody else. But what's the Cuban guy? Is it Hernandez?
Hernandez and Lara as well. It's up there. But Lara's like 85 years old, you know. So he should hang him up pretty soon, you know. And who's the Janibek popping dirty left and right. I forgot about Janibek.
Yeah, Lara. He still got a title too, right, Lara?
Yeah, he's a champion.
He still had a WBC or something. 160. Yeah.
Yeah, Munguia's definitely juicing. He's with Eddie Reynoso, enough said. Body work, like if you know.
No.
They say there are
that
two.
Whole camp is juicing.
Oh yeah, like there are two. They say there are two certain things in life: death and taxes. I disagree. There's a third one. If you were Eddie Reynoso, you're popping dirty.
Mm-hmm.
That's the third certainty.
That's the juice crew.
Yeah,
all of it.
Like it couldn't be more obvious.
Boy and the heavyweight. What's the heavyweight to beat Joshua? I think he was juicing too.
Andy Ruiz.
Yeah. Oscar Valdez. Remember?
Yeah.
He failed the A and B sample. They still let him fight. And then he got beat in a fight and they cheated and gave it to him. Remember against Conceição? That was ugly. That was nasty work there. He shouldn't have been allowed to fight.
And that knockout against Miguel El Alacrán Berchelt, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Miguel Berchelt is 10 times the fighter he is. He had COVID. He had a bunch of issues. And, I mean, it is what it is, bro. He stepped into the ring, so I get it.
And Valdez was juicing.
So that was
because he got caught the fight right after that. Remember?
Yes.
Wasn't Conceição the next fight after that where he failed the drug test? I think. I'm not
too
sure. Far after it. But
exactly,
if he failed it, then he just didn't get caught before. That's all that was. That don't mean he wasn't juicing in though. Mm-mm.
Yeah, never liked Valdez. Never have, never will. I don't think
so.
Is he
still fighting?
No, I don't think so. I see him. How do you say on these talk shows, giving opinions, and everything. He talks pretty good. He says some nice things and everything. But as a fighter, I can't rock with that guy. Can't rock with him. But I wanted to ask you about another fight, and I just forgot about it. Shit. Excuse me. Let me think.
Coming up in the summer?
Yeah. I don't think it's... Oshaki versus Navarrete. What do you think about that? It's not official, but they're almost done last time I heard. So
probably Oshaki.
Me too.
Probably Oshaki. I look at how much trouble Navarrete had with Conceição. I thought Conceição beat him. Remember they called it a draw? They called it a draw.
Yes. He also had a lot of...
He's a good slick boxer like that, So.
Yes. And Navarrete also had all sorts of issues against Liam Wilson. He definitely impressed me in his last performance, man. Like he cleaned Sugar Nunez, man. Like, wow.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that.
Nah, me neither. Mm-hmm. So I got Oshaki because I'm on Oshaki. I love Oshaki Foster, man. I can't say enough great things about Shock, but I am going to pump the brakes on Navarrete, man. He showed me something. Yeah. He really did. Got to do it.
Let me ask you this: what about Oshaki and Shakur? If that fight ever happened,
that's a fight I want to see because I think Shakur has a deeper toolbox than Oshaki, but I think Oshaki, maybe I'm the cockeyed optimist in the building, but I think that I don't think Oshaki is gonna fall into Shakur's traps easily. I think he'll be able to read Shakur's setups and everything better than most can. That's the reason I want to see, because the thing with Shakur at the end of the day, I don't think anybody should have an issue with Shakur in the ring. The issues with Shakur is, opponent selection and him fighting everybody except the ones that we want to fight him. And
in the Zuffa situation,
I mean,
I did a great show on that last week. I think it was last week. Shakur in the Zuffa situation.
Yeah,
talking about he want the biggest fights, but then he goes sign with Zuffa.
Yeah,
running away from the biggest fights, bro.
Not only that, like he literally told Shock that if he beats Ray Ford, Yeah,
I
like,
remember
come
that.
on, man. You can't go back on your word like that,
Nope.
bro. Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
whenever fighters have done that over the years, like Floyd did it a couple of times, and then like when he told Canelo, and then after that next fight, it was Canelo. Somebody else did that back in the day. Said, well, fight this fighter. If you get past him out, they always keep their word, man. So Shakur
exactly.
supposed to be fighting Oshaki next. You know,
like if you're gonna operate like that, you ain't got no business telling anybody that you're the best. Even if you are, because I think he is. You know, I think he can be a legendary fighter. He's got the tools for it, but we need to see it against top level opposition. It ain't good enough to keep beating this, you know, Cepedas and Tios and this and that. It ain't good enough, bro.
Yeah, people like that. I always thought Tio was way overrated, man. Teofimo.
Supremely overrated. He lost to Cambosos. He lost to Sandor Martin as well. You know what?
And Loma fought half a fight against him. He got a lot of credit for that Loma, but Loma in that second half, Loma just dogged him, man.
He hit the jackpot that night. We all know that. And
Loma fought half a fight. Other than that,
yeah.
And he get a lot of credit for that, but he shouldn't get all the credit he get for the Loma fight because that's the overrated win. Very overrated win right there.
If you press me hard enough, bro, I'll tell you that he lost to Jermaine Ortiz too. But I'm not so sure about that one though.
Sandor Martin gave him trouble too.
Sandor Martin was robbed. Yeah. Sandor Martin was robbed. Come on, let's be honest here. But
and
he did great.
Guy, what was the other guy's name before Sandor? Gave him trouble. I can't think of it.
Plaggett? No,
before him, another guy. I can't think of his name. Little known guy, none of the people had even heard of. I think it was Tio's first fight at 140, as a matter of fact. He wasn't even champion yet. Let me pull it up.
It wasn't Barbosa. It wasn't. Let me pull up his box rank.
This was his first fight at 140. He hadn't even fought Josh Taylor or none of them yet. And this guy had a very good fight against him.
Pedro Campa.
Pedro Campa. I was going to say Pedro something. Yeah, Pedro. Remember that fight?
Vaguely.
Raised everybody's eyebrows. Like, damn, Tio. You know?
Yeah.
You're supposed to get this guy out of there. And that was
I think he'll be Rolly,
that was
though.
his first fight at 140.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I got him against Rolly. He outboxed Rolly.
Rolly's tailor-made for him.
Let's Rolly catch him with something.
If you're coming in straightforward, he does his best work against pressure fighters. You know.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be able to work himself, work through 12 rounds against Rolly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think he'll stop him because his power is not the same. You know, hasn't been the same for a minute now.
No. If anybody gets stopped, Rolly will stop him. I got Teofimo by decision. That's at 147, right?
Yes. First fight at 47.
That'll be Tio's first fight up there too, won't it?
Yeah.
147. Yeah. Because his last fight was against Shakur at 140. Yeah, that'll be his first one at 147. Yeah, I got Tio in that one. By decision.
Man, I'm not excited. You know, I'm not excited for that fight. Are you excited for that fight?
Nope.
Yes. I mean, you got to fight someone. You know, you got to stay active if nothing else. So I get it, right? By that much.
I'm not that excited for Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn either.
Nah, I mean, I think it's gonna be entertaining, but
yeah.
Conor Benn, I can't really say that Conor Benn hasn't done anything to earn a title shot because Ryan Garcia had a title shot right after he got his ass whooped by Rolly too. So it's like two pieces.
I hope he makes 147. I hope Conor Benn makes it. You know?
Yeah, that might be a problem. Yeah.
I think the last fight was at a catch weight, wasn't it?
The pro grade fight. Let me take a look here.
Wasn't it like 150 or something like that? something like that. I'm not.
I
sure.
mean, 48. I mean, 48. Maybe he can make it. You know, maybe he can make it. He's still relatively young.
I hope he does.
Yeah.
I think Ryan will still take the fight. Conor just won't be able to win the belt. But yeah, I think Ryan will still fight him if he come in a little over. You know.
But Ryan doesn't give you certainty either. You know, which Ryan are we gonna get? Are we gonna get the Barrios Ryan or are we gonna get the Rolly Ryan? You know.
That's true. That's true too. Ryan don't live that fighter's life outside the ring, outside.
Not
the camp,
at all.
You know?
Not at all.
Yeah, so that's the problem. That's the problem there.
And you know, Ryan can get hit, man. He does get hit. He can get caught. I mean, if Conor Ben can crack him early, all bets are off, bro.
Like Rolly did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Ryan can get discouraged early. He can get discouraged early. You know,
for sure.
If you crack him right.
And Conor Ben, as much as I can't stand that boy, he can crack, you know, if nothing else.
And he might come in there trying to do that after looking at the Rolly fight, you know, trying to catch him with something hard early. Because, you know, Ryan can get off track, you know.
Yeah.
He can his focus can get off.
If I'm training Conor Ben for that fight, you want to avoid staying in front of Ryan to have him set up that left hook. So you need
like
to
Devin did.
Exactly, and like Barrios did too. You know, like they both made that mistake.
Barrios. Man, I was like Barrios, but then I don't know that Manny and Ryan performance. Did he finally retire? Barrios should go on into the sunset.
He should definitely because
Manny and Ryan performances. Sit down somewhere, Barrios.
Exactly. Yeah. Or at least take some time off. You know, take a year off, and then we'll see. You know,
see what happens. See what happens.
Yeah, that might be a good thing. Sometimes you need to just get away from things for a while. You know.
Yeah.
That might work out. But I mean, if I'm training Conor Ben, I'm like,
is it Manny fight? I thought he was going to ask Manny for his autograph in the middle of the fight or something. You know, when he's fighting Manny. Like just asking for his autograph. Act like he's in there admiring the guy.
He's touching gloves with him every 2 minutes. I mean,
come on, man.
Oh man,
Manny trying to knock his head off his shoulders.
Senator Manny
on the ropes. Come on off the ropes, Mr. Pacquiao. That was ridiculous, man.
Yeah, bro. Like,
even the announcers mentioned it during the fight. You know,
like. I would understand it better if it was like an exhibition.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, but it was a real fight for his title.
Come on, bro, you gotta take this thing seriously. Like,
yeah.
You know?
And it was a draw. Man, he almost took his title from him. You know, 1 point here, 1 point there would have been gone.
Yeah, I think they. To be honest with you, bro, I think they did Barrios a favor. By giving him the draw because I mean, let's be honest here. Manny wins it. It's another championship, but he ain't gonna defend that thing, bro. Like, you know, he's gonna vacate it right away. You know, so
he ain't fighting none of the big things in the division.
No, and he shouldn't. Either,
yeah, just could say he accomplished it. You know, at that age, that's all.
But hey, I mean,
he never defended that after he beat Keith Thurman, did he?
I mean, he had a draw.
Like that.
Oh, you mean Manny? I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about Barrios. Manny, I don't think.
Yeah, Manny after he beat Keith Thurman. Didn't he retire after that?
Didn't he?
Before Ugas. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. Ugas took it. Yeah, you're right. He did defend against Ugas. He was going to fight Earl, as a matter of fact. Remember?
And
Earl had the red.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was gonna.
Yeah.
I heard that he was gonna fight Bud Crawford if he beat Jeff. Yeah, but that was back in the Jeff Horn days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was still on his game somewhat back then. You know, he hadn't been out years coming back, and he was fighting regular, so training and everything. So yeah.
Exactly.
But I would come back and fight no Bud like he came back with Barrios. He made the right pick. You know, he picked the right champion to come back and challenge. Yeah, Barrios. Barrios could have beaten him like Ugas beat him if he'd have really went out there and tried. fought Manny like he fought Tank. Barrios would have
Yes.
ran away with that fight. You
I
know?
mean, those are two different Barrioses. You know, like
Yeah.
Barrios that fought Tank was undefeated. You know,
Right.
Right. By the time Tank got through with him, and who's the other one? I can't remember.
Keith Thurman.
Thurman.
Yeah.
I mean, he was damaged goods. You know.
There was a couple tough fights for him right there. Yeah.
Because the one for me was the Abel Ramos fight. The Abel Ramos fight, I think that was on the undercard of Tyson Paul, but I'm not sure. He started, I mean, just steamrolling, buddy, and then he literally took his foot off the gas. And if you ask me, bro, he got off easy with the draw. If you ask me,
T. Hill said they had some kind of personal stuff going on too.
Yeah, he had an issue with I don't know about the Ramos family, but I do know about the Figueroa.
Who is that?
The Figueroas, because he's married.
Oh, right,
to,
Figueroa. I got my families mixed up.
Yeah,
the Figueroas. Right.
That's 100% fact. I've heard that from enough people.
On him or something, didn't he? The brothers jump on him or something?
Yeah, because he. I don't want to see that. I don't want to say that he hit her, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
You know. Oh no! I think he was seen with another chick or something. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm paraphrasing. It's one or the other though.
Yeah, but I know they had a beef.
Oh yeah. Badly.
Yeah,
that was bad. I think that's still ongoing though.
Wow. They in-laws.
All the more reason to take time off, you know. All the more reason.
That's right. I think you should go on and retire. You know?
I think you're right. Yeah, you're not gonna get.
You don't have nothing left.
Yeah.
None of these young fighters that's there and getting ready to come up through there. All them young guys at 140 are gonna be Gary Antoine and Pujols and all them guys gonna be. What is Barrios gonna do with any of them?
Nah, he can't.
Get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, become a gatekeeper to make some bags or something, you know. Going in there just to get some of these young guys some work or something.
Yeah.
Not everybody want to do that though. You know.
The thing is that not only that, and you're right, but not only that, like in his case, he's taking so much punishment. Like that matters, you know. Like it's one thing if you have, you know, former champion with 3-4 losses, but those losses may have been, you know, UD split decision. That's one thing, but he has taken serious punishment. Like Tank Davis took his soul, man. You know, and that's the thing. Like the state of the car, the state of your body, is what really matters. You know, because his losses have been pretty bad. You know, like he's taken bad punishment. So he should go out, man. If he, but again, you know, this guy is what they do. You know, so maybe he's one of those that's gonna do it until he absolutely, you know, can't do it anymore, you know.
You've been doing it for so long, you know.
Yeah,
it's hard to just stop doing it. You get depression and everything, you know.
Oh yeah,
that's why they end up coming back. Ali, Sugar Ray, all of them. Roberto fought till he was like 50, like 51 or something. Duran did.
That's true. 5 decades. Wow.
Yeah. Holmes.
Yep.
Everybody's gonna get lucky like George Foreman and come back and get their belt at 45. that don't happen too often. That kind of Cinderella story, you know.
Exactly.
No.
So, bro, I gotta go, but I'll be live tonight. If you can pull up, we can talk about the live that we got set up for the top 10 Puerto Rican fighters.
What time you coming on about?
9? I'm probably because lately I've been coming on 8:30, a little bit earlier, but I got to do a couple of things, so it might be it's between between 8:30 and 9:30 for sure. I'm gonna do
I've been checking out those things you've been putting like on your community community page? Those little stories.
Oh yeah, the posts. I appreciate
your work,
that.
man. I tried to comment on the one Sugar Ray. I mean Floyd and the one with Floyd Patterson, but it just kept putting my comment on the wrong one. I was commenting on the Floyd Patterson one. It kept putting it on another one.
Oh,
but then I did make a comment on the Regis. Darrell Regis. You know, so nobody visited Regis Island.
Now I'll admit to you, bro, that I have not so much knowledge on football, American football, but I do know some stuff, you know. Regis Island, man. I remember when he went to the Patriots and they would beat the Seahawks, bro. That was glorious.
I know that was something. But
I'm gonna do a short. Say again.
I think that was Regis. Regis' only title.
Yes. Yes. Oh, there it is. There's your comment. Let me like it. Wow.
You got a ring.
Well deserved, bro, because he spent so much time in those Jets,
what was you gonna do now?
No, I'm responding to your comment.
I know.
Appreciate it. No, I'm gonna do a couple of things now, but oh yeah. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, I can't wait to see you there, man. Because if you can pull up, because then we can set up, our live about the greatest Puerto Rican fighters and all of that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Where's the football? I'm trying to get the football emoji to send it to you. Give me a second.
It's way back in there somewhere.
There it is.
Yeah, you gotta go through a whole lot of stuff.
Okay, I just responded to your comment. I appreciate you, bro, for sure.
Okay, cool.
There we go. If not, we see each other all the time anyway, so we'll set it up anyway, you know. But yeah, I've been coming on more frequently. I'm gonna focus on Marcos Maidana because he was born today, 43 years ago. So I'm trying to do like a show. Yeah.
Okay. Tonight.
Like for example, I did 2-part tribute to Pernell Whitaker.
All right.
A couple of days ago, and then I did a tribute to Jose Legra, who passed away 2 days ago, yesterday, and today is Marcos Maidana. And you know what? I'm also
saw that.
I'm also putting a one classic fight in my lives, and it's Livingston Bramble versus Ray Boom Boom Mancini, the one that Crush told me about.
Oh,
remember that?
Yeah.
My God, what a fight,
that.
bro!
Oh, you watched it?
We went halfway through it last night with Puro, but I'm gonna end it tonight.
Okay, that was. I think did they fight twice?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Are you gonna finish that up tonight?
Yes.
Today is Madonna's birthday, huh? Okay.
Yes, 43.
43. Yeah.
So I'm gonna show
he couldn't have had no long career like this either. With the style he fought, you know.
That's one thing that I have to give to Robert Garcia. You know, as much as I don't like him for many reasons.
Yeah.
Can't knock you for that, bro. Like without Robert Garcia, he doesn't get past Adrian Broner, and he doesn't even get one, let alone 2 Floyd fights. So, gotta tip my hat off to you there, RG. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna show the Victor Ortiz fight, which was an awesome fight. I'm gonna show the Amir Khan fight, another awesome fight. The Broner, the Josecito Lopez, the Floyd.
It's a good one against Eric Morales too.
They thought
he was going to dog Morales, but Eric did. Eric lost it, but he did surprised everybody and did pretty good.
Unbelievable, you know? And that was past his prime, Morales too.
Way past. And Madonna was young, a young lion. And he said he's going to eat Morales alive, but Morales shocked everybody. Yeah.
For sure. All right, brother. God bless you. You know, it's always a pleasure.
Appreciate you.
And
I'll check you out tonight.
See you soon, buddy. Take care.
Okay. Take care. All right, that's it. Appreciate Arnie. And Bodywork Boxing was up on the panel. She would have been able to stay. We would have had even more fire conversation. But I'll catch him on the next one. Okay, and you can catch Arnie tonight, 8:30 most weeknights. And today we had the Drunk Irishman, Irony Boxing, Mike Grimm, Bodywork Boxing, Mike Masick, Moneyettes, Ray Patterson, and Miss Cass. Appreciate everybody. Everybody have a great weekend. We will be back Monday with some more boxing history. Because if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m., it's the Boxtorian bringing you all that boxing history. Everybody have a great weekend. Appreciate y'all. 1,000,000%. Thank you for your support. Peace. Appreciate your body work. Glad you enjoyed it.